Hey everybody, Andrew back here with another video. So today I felt like making a video to explain, I guess like the different levels to the human body. If that, well, if it doesn't make sense, then it'll make sense after you watch this video. But, yeah, so the reason I want to explain this is because I feel like the most important thing for a human to learn how to do, for a person, for you and I to learn how to do in this modern day, in this culture, is to, especially if you live in America, is to learn how to control your own energy, how to know how to restore your energy, how to know how to not give your energy away, and how to recognize when your energy is being taken from you. And so in my other videos I've talked a lot about, this neutral state, this equilibrium in which you can be on after you ease your mind down and remove the illusions of the mind, and you're just fully connected to yourself. You're aware of your thoughts, and the term is present. You're inside of your body. You're focused on your own body. Just as you can focus on a wall or something like that, you can focus on a certain part of your body, and by focusing on that part of your body, you become more aware of it. And so then doing that to your whole body, being aware of both your mind and your body together, is the way that you get to this state of equilibrium. And the reason it is that is because you know what your current energy level is. You know what your thoughts are. You know how your thoughts affect your body. You know how you're feeling, and because you know how you're feeling, when something makes you feel different, it's easier to understand the actual cause of why that is. Say you're walking through the store and somebody says a word to you, and it just gives you a little flashback of something that a friend said to you, and so it makes you feel, disgusted, or, it gives you some kind of internal feeling of badness, and so being aware of that, you can say, oh, okay, it wasn't actually the person trying to, hurt me. It's just the way I perceived it is negative. And so at that point, you can take something that would normally, on just a typical average day, seem negative and take energy away from you. In that case, it's not even like the person's trying to steal energy from you. It's just simply not being aware of your energy and not being aware of your thoughts. You're just losing energy to random things that you're not totally aware of. But yeah, being aware of the actual cause of why you lose energy gives you a lot more control over your energy. And I really think that this is one of the most important things, like I said, for somebody to learn how to do, because once you have a stable foundation of where you are, then you can start to grow upwards. You can start to become a more happy individual. You can start to consciously change your thoughts into being a positive frequency of a higher vibration that is going to uplift you and make you feel happy. And when somebody, is even directly coming at you trying to make you feel bad or trying to take your energy, you can, be intelligent about it. You can literally just say something as, bro, I'm not giving you my energy today. Leave me alone, like something simple as that. Because even though it sounds crazy to say that, they're going to know at some level what you mean. And even if they don't really know what you mean, they're going to get the freaking message. They're just going to be confused, like, take your energy from you. Like, what? You're not a battery, But then if you really have to explain it more, then you can, because you understand it. And so then you can make it. And that's another thing about it, is that oftentimes you don't even realize that you're taking energy from other people just by certain things that you do on the daily basis. And so to be aware of your own energy field, you can realize, anytime you're fluctuating up or down, and you can find how to stay at your equilibrium and how to move your equilibrium to a higher and higher frequency as the days go on. And so that's what the video is about. I guess I'm going to spend the next 10 or 15 minutes trying to give as many examples of this that you can put into your day, and try for yourself, alright? So first off, and I'm just going to be using personal examples. I mean, like I said, we're all live in America, we all have similar things that we do in a day. And I mean, even though some people are totally different, hopefully you can still apply these methods to yourself. And so, me personally, when I am alone, I'm in a really good state of energy because I've always thought of myself of kind of an introvert, and so I'm able to basically keep myself lifted, keep my spirits lifted while I'm by myself. I can find things to do that give me enjoyment. I can just relax happily. You know, I don't need to talk to people. I enjoy the silence and all those things. So just in that situation, being by myself, you know, what are the things that I said? Silence is a big one, because silence, I mean, there's so many like spiritual quotes about silence, right? But people don't really understand what silence is. And the thing is, silence is something that doesn't really exist, right? Every single time a sound disappears, it's replaced with another million sounds, because, you know, it's just like this world is constantly in motion. There's not ever a time that there's not something happening, and so you're always going to be able to hear something. So what silence is rather than an actual thing you can hear or experience, silence is an idea. It's the idea of the thing in which noise comes out of. Okay, if that makes sense. Like, form comes out of space, and freaking noise comes out of silence, right? And so what you can be aware of is what that baseline is, and all the things that are jumping and coming out of that baseline auditorial. And by doing that, you can really entertain yourself. And it just so happens that tuning into those certain sounds is going to I don't want to say match your frequency to those things, because that's not necessarily true. I mean, in nature, you know, sometimes it can be blissful to listen to a stream or something like that. But at the same time, sometimes you've heard a stream for the last 48 hours of your life, and it's just annoying to hear a stream now, you know? So what I would say is it's more of a way to really tune in on a deeper level to your own energy. You can realize how much your own energy changes just by focusing in on different noises. And then you can also come to the realization on how you react to those things, because like I said, if there's a stream that's been going for the past 2 years of your life and it's just annoying, how are you reacting to it? On an energetic level, is it actually taking energy from you hearing this constant noise? And if so, you know, go get really close to that stream, see that it's more deep than it actually is, because something that sounds like it's not moving, something that sounds like it's been the same and it's just a repeating pattern, you know, everything's a repeating pattern, but at the end of the day, there's tinier and tinier segments that are so infinitely different than every single other part of it, that it's, you know, it's not a repeating pattern. So you just need to go find ways, creative ways, in order to, you know, make the auditory sense more appealing to you. So that's one thing you can do while being alone, okay? Another thing that you can do while being alone, like I said, is things that you do. So me, I play video games, I smoke cigarettes, I occasionally smoke weed. I rap, so I listen to music, I make music, I spend time with people, and so all of those different things are going to do something to your energy field, because we're connected to the external world. Even though we feel, you know, like the external world is separate from us, everything in which we intake, you know, or, sorry, I was trying to grab a drink, but I think I already finished it. But anyway, you know, anything you intake, from a coffee to just like some lemonade, is going to change your energy field ever so slightly. And so to be aware of that is going to show you, you know, what things you enjoy, what things are positive, what things are negative, what things take energy from you, what things give you energy, and so on and so forth. But again, there's the reaction part to it. How do you react to an external thing trying to draw your energy from you? You don't have to let it take it from you. And the best thing to do is to not use it, obviously, so that it doesn't take energy from you. But even using an object, staying completely present and aware of your own energy field, which again means to just be focused on your body and how it feels at all times, and to be aware of your thoughts to a certain degree, is going to give you more control over the fluctuation of your energy field. And so, obviously, then hanging out with people, playing video games that are stressful, or, get your adrenaline pumping, or just relaxing, all those things are going to play with your energy field a little bit. And so to be aware of those things is like an internal compass. It tells you what you should be doing, what it's time to let go of, what is no longer enjoyable to you, what is still a part of your life, but you're letting slowly grow apart to you because of the way you're reacting to it. All of these things that just in a normal day seem like they're just kind of processes that are going on are actually things that are directly impacting you and affecting you. And oftentimes the way they affect you, you outwardly affect it. So you can change the way that other things are affected by you by changing the way that you're affected by other things. So yeah, there's those examples. And then, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like really important things that I've noticed, because on an extremely deep level, I don't know if you've ever heard the term, but the point where a thought becomes a feeling is called an emotion, is what I've heard. Now, I don't necessarily know. Like, I'm not the kind of person who's super connected to my emotions. Like, I blocked most of my emotions out for the first 15 years of my life, at least. So I'm trying to learn how to understand my own emotions more. But, whether it's true or not, it still is a great piece of insight, because, just there's two parts, in my opinion, to thinking. There is the analyzation of what is going on around you, and that creates a feeling. If you analyze that people are being lazy, if you analyze that the world around you is, negative, that there's lots of bad things going on, if you analyze that something is ugly, all those things have a feeling nature to them as well. And that feeling nature, maybe it's an emotion, I'm not sure, but whatever that feeling is that is created by the analyzation of the situation going on is something that you have control over. It doesn't seem like you do from that normal state of being that most of us live in all the time, where we're just like, ugh, you're gonna make me do your job for you because you're feeling lazy today, like, god damn it. But at the end of the day, people have taken your job for you before. They've helped you out. It's not bad to be the person who goes above and beyond and helps someone else out. So use those things instead to motivate you, to make you feel better. The things that you don't like about the way the world is, instead of letting them bring you down and make you feel crappy, use them as inspiration to change the world, to make a positive impact on things. When something looks ugly, clean it, make it look better. Whatever you gotta do. And if it's so insignificant, realize that it's insignificant and that it doesn't bug you, or don't let it bug you, And so that's something that's super important, and you can use that, 24/7 all of the time. There's something that your mind is analyzing, whether it's itself, whether it's your body, whether it's your current situation, whether it's a YouTube video that you're watching. Your mind is trying to analyze something. So being aware of the way that your body feels from analyzing that gives you deeper insight into what you're actually analyzing and what that information is doing to your energy field. And having control over that is a really good tool. Let me think here. I don't know. I think that's really all I need to tell you. Like, with those three examples, you have literally 2 years, unless you've been practicing this for a while. You have 2 years at least of coming to grips with this new kind of state of being that you can be in all the time, to be aware of your own energy field, to not let people bring you down. And I literally guarantee you that it's going to change your life in a million different ways. Because like I said, the way that you respond to the external world affects it. It makes it change. It makes it do things. And so, as simple as a relationship, someone yelling at you, you confront them with kindness, they're going to lower their tone. You know, you're having a rough time at work, and you go home and you're exhausted, but you don't let that exhaustion pull you away from your job or stuff. Maybe you're going to get a promotion, maybe you're going to stay there longer, maybe you're going to be more solid, in a more solid position. Like, I can't tell you what's going to happen by doing this, because you're the one who's in control. You get to decide what you do with this you get to decide what you do with this information. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys on this video. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them for you. And yeah, that's it, guys. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, great evening, great afternoon, whichever it may be, and I'll see you later. Peace out.